So, a little bit big for the studio, so down in the kitchen today, here it is, the Fiido C-21 E-Gravel bike. This will be my first electric bike. Chose this because I think it looks good, it's quite discreet, it's not obviously an e-bike, and crucially for me, it's road legal in the UK. So, without further ado, let's get it unpacked and set up. Okay, so all beautifully packed up and ready to go. Few cable ties, but a lot of it is pre-assembled. Just got to put the handlebars, saddle and the front wheel on, and then connect the little travel computer and get it charged up. Okay, so this is the accessory box here, all very well organised. So your top, I think you've got the spokes for the mud guards, a few screws. Oh crumbs. Nice to see a fairly meaty, comprehensive little instruction manual, QR codes for more info, and full setup guide, first time using. Brilliant. Then under the clips for the mud guards, you've got the charger, three-way Allen key, pedals, front light, back light, and obviously the actual little display computer control as well, and a few little tools. Really nice organised little accessory kit here. Yeah, I mean, not just thrown in a bag. Okay, right, let's get things together and get it actually assembled. It says to allow 2.5 to 3 hours for charging when you first unpack, so I'm going to plug in the charger now. You've got the master on-off button here, on, off, so if that's off, I can get the battery charging whilst I continue to assemble the bike. And that way I can make use of the sunshine today. Very loosely, do one screw at a time. Keep them all loose, so you're not going to cross thread them. So when they're all fall in loosely, and you can align the handlebar, and it says to have the angle of attack, if you like, about 15 degrees below the horizontal, so it'll be about there. So the wheel is quite interesting. Normally you have a quick release. This looks like it's just a big bolt. You unscrew this big bolt. It's a giant. It's got the hex, it's got the Allen key there. And that is literally. So it's not, yeah, okay, that's very clever. It's just a single bolt. Right, let's get the wheel on. There's a little disc block spacer. You've got to remove that before you put the wheel in. And then it will slot in perfectly. Let's just have a see there. So you can see how the disc slots through the brake pads perfect. It's one single bolt. This one. That perfectly aligned. Very, very simple. Oh, I like that. So, pedals next, just seeing there, you've got the sticker because you do have a left pedal and a right pedal, because obviously when you're turning, one pedal is going to be kind of always trying to tighten itself up, and if the thread wasn't reversed, the other pedal would be constantly trying to undo and you end up with a loose pedal. So they actually have a reverse thread on one of the pedals, which is why you need to align them. So you've got a clear little label there, and you have the L and the R on the end nub, if you like. So there's left, there's right. So easiest to start with the fingers, and then move on to the spanner, and then just help it along with your fingers. That way you're not going to cross thread, which is the worst thing you can ever do. bugger it up completely. So when you're happy it is definitely nicely threaded in, then get your spanner, finish the job. Right, next, the little control unit. So you've got a back cable there that's going to go down through the hole. It slots in quite nice and easily. With the pack of screws that came with the handlebar clamps, you've got 2 extra screws. So one of those is going to be holding the actual little control unit in place, and then you've got a second hole here. That is where the light is going to be clamped in, so a bit fiddly one, this one. Probably want to leave a millimetre gap between the light and the bracket so you don't get banging. And then you've got these 3 cables to connect. It's going to be a bit fun. Right, okay, that was a little bit fiddlier than I'd have liked, in truth. There's no doubt the connections of the wires are pretty fiddly, to say the very least. It's imperative you get them the right way around, because if you try and push them in, you're just going to mash the pins. There are little arrows on the connectors, but they're black on black. So I found shining a torch and using a magnifying glass to actually work out exactly where the arrows were. You could choose to just put a little dot of white Tipex or paint or something, just so you know they're lined up properly. So yeah, that was the only fiddly part, basically. Make sure you get it right. I did find it easier turning it upside down, but if you do turn it upside down, like I said, you've got to think about that being meshed. So dog bed or a cushion, handy way to protect the screen there. No instructions on fitting the rear light. Rear light comes as a little separate unit. So a very nice little tail light system that's going to clip around the rear column of the seat. Screws in and out, so nice quick, so you can unscrew it quickly, keep it safe, and it's even USB-C chargeable. Isn't that brilliant, eh? So nice little rechargeable light. So there we go, done. It's taken me about an hour, although admittedly some of that was down to turn the camera around, more me trying to make sure that the camera was filming all the different parts. So without further ado, turning the camera around, I think it's best I chuck this in the car and take it up and take it out for its first spin.